Like, and by the way, Canada. What? Hello? Let me be real honest with you, and I don't think anybody on talk radio, I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to ever say this out loud, but I wonder if I'm the only one that feels this way. You know, it took me about a year to start hating the 9/11 victims' families. It took me about a year. And I had such compassion for them, and I really, I wanted to help them, and I was behind, let's give them money, let's get started, all of this stuff. And I really didn't, all the 3,000 victims' families, I don't hate all of them. I hate probably about 10 of them. But when I see, 9/11 victim family, on television or whatever, I'm just like, oh, shut up. I'm so sick of them because they're always complaining, and we did our best for them. And again, it's only about 10. But the second thought that I had when I saw these people and they had to shut down the Astrodome and lock it down, I thought, I didn't think I could hate victims faster than the 9/11 victims. These guys, when you see, and it's really sad, we're not hearing anything about Mississippi. We're not hearing anything about Alabama. We're hearing about the victims in New Orleans. This is a 90,000 square mile disaster site. New Orleans is 181 square miles. 108.2% of the disaster area is New Orleans. And that's all we're hearing about are the people in New Orleans. Those are the only ones that we're seeing on television are the scumbags. Again, and it's not all of the people in New Orleans. Most of the people in New Orleans got out. It's just a small percentage of those who were left in New Orleans or who decided to stay in New Orleans, and they're getting all of the attention. It's exactly like the 9/11 victims' families. There's about 10 of them that are spoiling it for everybody.
Somebody would get a picture of you, and then it would be posted all around, and it'll happen in your office.
Yeah, possibly.
You don't think so?
Well, it depends,
Dina, I've got some time and a camera. Why don't you stop by? No. Okay. Dina, I've got some time and a camera. Why don't you stop by? All right, if you look up the word stereotype in the dictionary, you will see it defined as conventional or oversimplified conception, opinion, or image. But if you run that definition through my bullcrap to English dictionary that I was just talking about there in that radio clip, you'll find that stereotype, it's stuff that a lot of people believe in because sometimes they're really true. The politically correct world we live in, a world where, I can't even show a picture of a missing student because he's Egyptian. Oh, don't you hate all Arabs? How come Asians are so good at math? Or, have you ever noticed Jews, they're all good at making money? You can't say those things out in the open. I have one. I'm going to get to some of the questions that have already been asked, but I've got one that drives me out of my mind. I work at Radio City in Midtown Manhattan, and up by the doors, like where the office kitchen is, in Braille on the wall it says kitchen. A blind person would have to be feeling all of the walls to find kitchen. Just to piss them off, I'm going to put in Braille on the coffee pot. I'm going to put pot is hot. Ow! 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 I was surprised when I got into the baptismal font. I was surprised that the water didn't boil. I got to tell you, our chapels are more, at least for me, our chapels are more hospitals than anything else. That's all it is. It's a hospital for me. Yeah. I, for a long time, didn't say what faith I was on air because I'm not the model Mormon, and this faith has enough to deal with than to have people look and point at me and say, well, he's a Mormon, so they must all be like that. They're not. I'm in this faith because there are so many. We're in this faith because there are so many examples that are lighthouses to us, that day
After 9/11 on 9/12, I told you for weeks, you're not alone. I'm sorry. I just love my country, and I fear for it. And it seems
I'm clear that my success has very little to do with me and has a lot to do with the people that are around me. I'm totally clear that there will come a time, and maybe soon, that I'm in a Walmart and nobody knows my name and I might even be the greeter.
Ow! 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 Ow!